Jakub Perjatka is in the middle of an alpha-year space journey to the edge of our solar system, and the isolation makes him ponder about his life back on Earth as the mission further estranges him and his pregnant wife. While continuing the mission, he will find an ancient creature inside the ship who will help him figure his life out. Hey folks, Luke Ripa here, and welcome to the review for Spaceman, starring Adam Sandler in the lead role and directed by commercial filmmaker and Chernobyl alumni Johan Renck, here at his feature film debut. The last part is curious given Renck started his career in 1992, so has been around for a while. And curious is probably the best adjective to describe Spaceman. The film, as you've likely guessed, is a character study about isolation and how in the end we as humans need contact with someone or something to keep our sanity in check. Jakub, in fact, when he's entirely alone, his only company is a designated assistant on Earth who he can reach 24/7, yet he becomes more and more apathetic as the time passes by. However, when the ancient creature shows up, after the initial alarm, he forms a bond with him that allows him to finally understand what has been going on with his life. That on paper is a really interesting story, and frankly not only is that, but it's told in a very interesting way thanks to Adam Sandler and Paul Dano's voice acting as the creature. This is of course one of Adam's most interesting performances in his career, as 80% of the movie relies on his shoulders. Some may say the character trying to remain stoic helps doing the job, but I disagree with that sentiment. Paul Dano's performance is very fitting of an ancient being whose knowledge surpasses ours by probably billions of years, yet still amazed by discovery. The moments where he actually learns about humans feel authentic. Granted, part of Dano's success and the movies is that we don't know about the creature's true existence, hence any over-the-top moment in there really still fit the purpose. In addition, we have two other actors. One is Carey Mulligan, who plays Lenka, Jakub's wife, who we see within the Earth narrative. She delicately portrays a lover who is forced to take action at the realization he always comes second to her husband's job. An elegant yet powerful performance. We also have Isabella Rossellini, who plays the Space Commissioner, and Kunal Nayyar, who plays Jakub's designated assistant. He is very hardly recognizable from his Big Bang Theory days, which is great. Anyways, all of this is to be expected from a story that relies so heavily on character deconstruction. However, the story itself has some issues I think should be noted. I should also mention that my opinion is based on the movie alone and not the book it's based off. So, Jakub is sent on such a mission alone. The movie delves in detail of what the mission is, and the more we stay with him, the more we ask reasons as to why he is sent alone, especially after we learn the Koreans are on the same mission and we learn they are a crew. Sure, Jakub's nature has the movie imply he wanted so, but I mean, it's a serious movie and as such we expect serious answers. Nothing like that is given, doesn't break the movie effectiveness, but irks me somewhat. Another factor that could be detrimental is that it's not really entertaining, meaning you really need to like this slow type of movie which delves into human nature to appreciate it. The cinematography at Jakub isn't particularly notable. It does the job, but feels very Netflixy, so to speak. Maybe if I watched it on a big screen, I would have had a different opinion. I guess what I'm trying to say is that The Spaceman is a very interesting effort who checks most boxes it wants to check, but oddly enough doesn't feel as satisfying as I'd liked it to be, which is why I scored it with a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but I don't think it reaches the full height it wanted. If you agree with my sentiment about Spaceman, great. If you don't, write me down in the comments explaining why. If you like this review, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and or follow depending on which platform you're watching this on so you'll never miss any of our videos. You can find Wikos on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok and Twitch. My name is Luke Ripa, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.